into another episode of Create with Kendra, where you can learn, where you can be inspired, challenged, and changed. Today, I have a very special guest with me today, my boyfriend, aka Mr. Wonderful.
Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Malik.
Today is going to be a very special video. We are going to share with you all our story. So for those of you that aren't in our close circle or are among our friends and family, this is the first time that we will be introducing ourselves as a couple, not as a finished product, but as a continuous journey. Ready?
Okay, so we've been together for about 2 years, 3 months, and counting, and it's been a great time being with this wonderful lady right here.
Yes, exactly. It was March 28th I met you. May 25th we got together, and the rest is history. We met in college. Malik and I went to Diablo Valley College, the community college, and we were introduced by one of our mutual friends, but we didn't know each other at the time. How do you remember it?
So what pretty much happened was we had a mutual friend named Ariel. Shout out to Ariel for looking us up. I was taking a class, English class with Ariel, and I guess she had double booked a study session with my English class with her and a class I guess she took with Kendra. So I ended up being the only one to show up for my English class. And that's how I ran into Kendra, because Kendra had came in. And I was like, what is she doing here? I'm trying to finish this paper. Well, I didn't say that out loud. But Ariel just introduced us, and then we just hit it off talking. I found out I knew a lot about churches we both went to, and a whole bunch of people she knew. And I ended up knowing her family pretty much, but never seen her a day in my life until now.
When I met you, I was super single and loving it. Absolutely loving it. Wasn't looking for no relationship. It was all good. And then you kind of popped up, which is a great thing that you did, because we are here.
Same with me. When I met her, I was not looking for anybody. I was single, enjoying life with my boys, enjoying my single life, and just chilling. Was not looking for a relationship and was not trying to get in a relationship. I actually thought she was weird at first, but then she turned out cute.
Turned out cute.
Hecka cute and beautiful.
Thanks. And the reason why I say that I was enjoying my singleness so much, it was because I was really tired of going back and forth, trying to date, dating, not working as well as I thought it would work for me. And so I took the time out to just learn who I was as a young woman, learn who I was as God's child, and I was really enjoying that. Spending time with God in prayer, understanding what I wanted in a relationship, my long-term goals. Of course, I want to be married and not just to be dating for the rest of my life, because that ain't cute. Just getting to know who I was and securing my identity, not in a man, but my identity in God. So once God gave and brought Malik to me, I was able to identify, this is exactly what I need in my life, and a little bit more. He's amazing, y'all. Amazing. If you know this guy, he is A1, top tier.
Pretty much the same with me. I was not secure in my identity, still learning myself. So the past relationships that I did have, they was just crazy and a disaster because I didn't know myself. But I guess God worked it out in the nick of time. Like, I ended up taking this sociology class and learned a lot in the sociology class. It taught me about myself, taught me about life and how to look at myself in different perspectives and how to look at life in different perspectives. And through that class, I started learning myself and becoming real confident within myself. And then she showed up, and it's just been a blessing ever since.
So before Malik and I got in a relationship, he was just, well, no offense, you were just the dude that I would say what's up to. I wasn't looking at him twice at all. It was just, hey, that's Malik, what's up? But soon enough, the friendly behavior switched to attraction almost in an instant for me. And I tell this story all the time to people that ask how we met. And he was telling me, you know, when we first met that he's a musician. I'm like, okay, whatever. But he was telling me he was a musician. I was like, okay, sure. And so one day we're at the school and we went out to the quad and there was a fair for different majors. People will go to the different tables and things to check out information. And there was a piano sitting in the middle of the quad. Wow, a piano. And so I said, oh, you should go and play. Just, just playing and poking at him. Like, you should go and play the piano. And so he gets on the piano, and this sounds very dramatic, but I promise y'all, this is what went down. He gets on the piano, and the first chord that he struck, it literally blew me away. I had no idea why I was so excited about his playing. I mean, it was the most beautiful thing I've ever heard, but I didn't really understand why am I so excited about him playing the piano. Like, I've never seen anybody play the keys before. It's not a big deal, but in the moment it really was. And so as he's playing, I'm just like, what on earth is this sound? I can't really identify the sound that is coming from him. And so it gets to the time where we have to go to class. And so he walks me to class, and as he's walking me to class, I'm just juicing him up like, you was playing so good, you was blah, blah, blah. And his response to all of the accolades that I was giving him was, I'm still learning. And my gift is something that I want to give back to God. And in that moment, talking with him about his playing and how he was so humble and the humility that came from him and the fact that he knew that he wasn't all of that, but it was just a gift that God gave him that he was giving back to the Lord. That is what I identified. That's it. That was the difference. That was the sound. And so from then I was obsessed.
And for my Bible readers, there's a scripture that I like that expresses that moment. It says, your gift will make room for you and bring you in front of great people. And I feel that was a moment where my gift made room for me and brought me in front of a great woman.
Wow, that was smooth. So just stay humble and you will get you a girl. I'm just playing, y'all. Pretty much. When we got together, I can say that this has been the most beautiful, thriving, and productive relationship that I have ever been in my entire life. He is very patient, and when getting together with him, something that I can say that I really enjoy is that even though we got together pretty quick, met you in March, got together in May, I felt like it was a slow and steady progression. And I was listening to a sermon by Michael Todd about patience. And he said that things that are valuable and things that God blesses, it requires patience. So living in a microwave society, we want a wonderful relationship in an instant. We want our business in an instant. We want to be rich in an instant. But anything that is worth something is worth waiting for. And so getting together so quickly, we also understood that we need to take our time with this and to get to know each other. So that's something that I really appreciate and enjoy, even still now, about our relationship.
What I would say I enjoy about the relationship is just our open-mindedness. Like, we would get in a whole bunch of debates and conversation, but never once would it turn into an argument, because we both have open mind and just move on. So that's something I really enjoy. Like, the love is real in this relationship, and it listens.
And I will also add to that respect. Like, I respect you. And you have also shown me respect. And that's another thing that I do enjoy, that we not at each other's heads.
Never.
We never use words to harm each other or to hurt each other. So
We're both equal. We see each other as equal
Absolutely.
individuals.
Absolutely.
So there's no such thing as a higher person. Even if one is making more money or one is making less money, you still see each other as equal individuals and partners. Just growing and learning.
Another thing that I really enjoy about our relationship is that we keep people out our business. Okay? When we first got together, it was we didn't post a lot of each other. We wasn't running around telling people our business, and it just wasn't that. Now, you know how folks get. They together. You know, that whole thing. But I really enjoy and I appreciate the fact that he kept what we had sacred, in the sense of getting to know each other, because when you allow a lot of people and voices and opinions in a relationship, especially when it's early on, the intimacy and what is sacred can be robbed, in a sense.
I'm a low end dude, on the low. So people who think they know me, they really don't. And I just keep all my stuff on the low to avoid drama and all that. And that's what we've been doing in our relationship. Just keeping it on the low so we can live happily.
Yes. And I would encourage you all to do the same. Now, we do post each other on our Instagram.
Like
and
once
stuff.
a month.
And we do things, but it's not, every time I'm with him, I'm not blasting him to the world. You know what I'm saying? It's just take time for each other. Enjoy each other. Be in the moment with each other. And you don't have to make your relationship an Instagram, a social media relationship, because everybody always got something to say about what you're doing. And if you don't allow folks in, then they don't have much to say.
So things I love about this woman is a whole lot. I had to write it down in so many things, and the list could go on forever. I love her fragrance. She brushes her teeth. She takes showers. She put on deodorant. She's not musty. So she's always fresh. That's what I really love about her. Her priorities are in line. God, herself, making sure she's on track with everything so she could just help other people, like her family and other friends and all that. She knows who she is. That's a big thing for me. I'm happy that she's comfortable with herself and confident in herself, because that helps along. That helps a lot. Dealing with the longevity of the relationship. I love her drive and her beautiful spirit. Kendra would be driving at 100 miles per hour, just accomplishing things and making sure everything is in part, and then stop, hit the brakes real hard to put onto the side of the road to give hope to the hopeless, and then sun to the moon. So I really love that about her. She's my sunshine. I love how she loves me. I love how she could take care of her family and take care of her home and just hold herself up, take care of herself. So I love a lot about her.
Thank you so much. That was so sweet. Oh. My turn, y'all. Well, I can say there's so many things that I love about you. You always make sure that I'm good. And not that I'm good, but you make sure that my family is good. Y'all, I could be sick and dying. Could be 2 hours away from me. And he will go to the store, pick up whatever I need, bring it to my house, soothe me, comfort me, put on the TV. I tell you, like, if I'm at home and I'm watching my niece and then I'm cooking and I'm trying to clean up and I'm trying to do this and that, if he sees me going like this, like a hamster in a wheel, he'll take the dish rag out of my hand and say, babe, just go sit down. I got it. Is there anything else?
Sit down.
Is there anything else you need me to do? I want you to relax. And I tell him, yo, I need to keep doing stuff. I don't want to become lazy, but he's very caring and make sure that I don't overwork myself. Because I tend to do that if no one stops me. And that's how I know that you are for me, because you stop me when I need to be stopped. And not only that, he takes care of my family too. If my mom needs any work around the house, if she needs the house painted, if he didn't paint the house, put up cabinets, blinds, fix cars, paint the roof, do this. Like, he does everything around the house. Everything. There's a lot of things I didn't even know you could do.
Me either.
But he just makes sure that everyone is good. Like my best friend, she was moving and he went and got a U-Haul truck, packed up her stuff and was like, I got you, let's do this, whatever you need. And so, you a real man. That's a real man right here.
And I guess I could do that for her because her value is just so precious. People she hangs around. She hangs around good people. She has a good family and come from a good family. So I feel it's worth my time putting in to help her family and friends, because she's surrounded by greatness. So there's nothing wrong with surrounding myself by it too.
Wonderful. I really love the fact that you are grounded. Y'all, I am a chicken with my head cut off. And I be running around just frantic a lot of the times. But he keeps me grounded. I tell you, I can be frustrated, I can be high-strung, whatever the case may be, and he is so good at calming me down. I appreciate that. And also the fact that you are very ambitious. You're not lazy at all. You're always thinking of the next move, of how to start businesses, how to hustle the right way. You're a college-educated black man. Like, you are just super ambitious, and you're always thinking light years ahead of what you want to do, how you want to start a family, how you just want things to go. You know, you have great vision.
And I would say I got that. I was influenced to do that by this woman right here, because she has influenced me in many ways. Like, before meeting her, I would have never thought of these things. She has influenced me to think as a man and a husband for the benefit of us, instead of a boy and a boyfriend for the benefit of myself.
Oh, that was so deep! You are preaching! That was a word from on high. So, I would ask you, am I the one?
Of course.
Um,
She's definitely the one. Just basing off of Proverbs 31, I was reading about it the other day and just going through the whole chapter of what Proverbs 31 says about a virtuous woman. And like every scripture and verse in that chapter, Kendra checks off. I had to write a couple of them down because it speaks to me to an extent to where I could believe it, because I've seen it successfully implemented in other lives and relationship. So she has greatly enriched my life by bringing a peace, a better understanding of myself, and a better understanding of God's word, because she is a Bible scholar. So going off of Proverbs 31, there was this verse that spoke to me in answer if she's the one. It was talking about how a virtuous wife gets up early every morning, and she cooks breakfast. And Kendra has done so much more than that. She has cooked me breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert.
Snacks.
Everything. So she for surely is the one. There was this scripture she gave to me about our first year of this relationship, and it was 1 Peter, I believe 3, and it was talking about a wife has won her husband by just her action and godly living, and don't even have to speak. So she has definitely done that.
So when it comes to my yes to the question of, are you the one, I would say yes. And you stole what I was going to say, but it's all good. Certainly, I do believe that God gave him to me as a gift to complete this life's journey. And when I say that, it wasn't that I wasn't complete, because he doesn't complete me and I don't complete him. God completes the both of us. And so you have two whole people coming together and courting and working this out, leading to marriage, is what we aspire to do. And I would say that because every relationship, or not even relationship, but any dude that I would ever talk to, this texting or having conversation, not even a title on it, my spirit was always unsettled. Always. God always said, he ain't it, Kendra, and you know it, and I'm saying this, but you're gonna do it anyway? Okay, cool. So that was always the conversation between God and I, that he ain't it. And so when Malik came into my life, we didn't have that. I didn't hear that. But what I did experience was the peace of God. There wasn't an ounce of doubt, worry, concern when it came to him. I did have the peace of God, which settled my spirit and let me know that he was definitely the one for me. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it just as much as him and I have enjoyed recording it, please hit that thumbs up button. And if you have not already subscribed to my channel, it's never too late, y'all. Subscribe to where you can get notifications on when I update and give you new material. If you have any questions or comments or things you would like to hear from us, any questions on relationships or anything that is tugging or speaking to your heart, you can feel free to send them in on Instagram or in the comments below. But for my Instagram handle, it is _Kendra Create. And if you want to keep up and follow Malik, what's your Instagram handle?
Mine is Redefined Amos, so follow me.
But ladies, stay out of his DMs, because we don't play that. But thank you so much for coming along and listening to our journey. All right, y'all, until next time, be blessed.